I never believed in ghosts. Not really. Not until I moved to Samatprakan. My name's Bank. I'm 27, an IT engineer, just transferred from Bangkok. I deal in code, circuits, and logic. Spirits? They're a bedtime story for kids. Or so I thought. The factory itself had been running since 1972. A giant textile mill built on the ruins of an abandoned temple and an old graveyard. During the day, it's noisy, metal clanging, looms rattling, shouts in Thai, Lao, and Chinese. But at night, silence. So complete you can hear the thinnest thread fall to the floor. That's the night I first saw him. Phi Thai. I was sent to check the main control PC for Loom number 13. Everyone warned me about Saturday nights. Thais consider Saturday cursed for heavy work or machine repairs. Superstitions I laughed at. Until 7:47 p.m. Exactly the hour Phi Thai died in 2016, sucked into the rolling press, dismembered beyond recognition. The moment I touched the keyboard, the loom roared to life. Its main switch had been off for hours. My fingers froze. And then I saw him, a headless figure, the neck torn, sinews dangling. He was bent over a dusty ledger, scribbling with a pen missing fingers. I don't know how to describe the sound when I moved closer. The pen scratched paper, and he lifted that necklace head, 2 empty sockets bleeding black, and whispered, "Please, help me write this." My body was frozen for 7 minutes. My nose started bleeding. When I finally staggered back, the ledger lay on the floor. A new line had appeared overnight, written in dried blood, "Don't come on Saturday." I should have left. But I didn't. Later, I learned about Nok Cohen, the warehouse sprite. A loud dwarf crushed under steel racks in 1989. Calling him Mouse is a death sentence. Every cable in the warehouse gets chewed clean, the wires rearranged into a tiny corpse lying on its back, mouth wide open. Workers leave red wine, 7 chilies, and 7 old coins on the 13th lunar day, or wake up with tiny teeth marks on their necks. And then there's the red ling. Not a monkey anymore, but a blood-red, ancient ling with blank, milky eyes. It perches on the giant banyan in the factory courtyard. Underneath, a hive shaped like a skull. Locals call it the factory guardian hive. When business falters, the Chinese director dresses in white, lights 9 incense sticks, kneels, chanting in Cantonese. 3 days later, a major order always arrives. I once saw a colleague, Dan, shoot into the hive for honey. He went home that night, and his wife climbed onto the roof, laughing like a maniac before jumping to her death. Mouth full of live hornets. By morning, the red ling and the banyan were gone. I try not to think about the 5th floor bathroom, the bathroom without mirrors. Sealed since 1998, when a female worker hanged herself there. Now it's a men's bathroom. After 10 p.m., if anyone sits in the last stall, they hear running water even when the valve's off. I did. Lights flickered. A faceless figure appeared on the wall, knocking 9 times. Outside, the next stall was still locked from inside. And then there's Nuna. The most beautiful saleswoman in the company. Her brother, Chai, died in a truck fire in 2018. After the funeral, she came back, but he did too. Eyes milky white, lips purple. She speaks in a gravelly male voice, "Hello, I'm Chai. I haven't gone anywhere," cutting red thread endlessly, spilling it across the floor in the shape of a burning man. I still remember that meeting. Lights out mid-sentence. When they flickered back, Nuna collapsed, foaming, the rope burns on her neck perfectly charred as if she'd hanged herself, but she hadn't. Every year on Chai's death anniversary, the office AC drops to 16 degrees Celsius automatically, screens glow with ash words, "I am still here." That's my life now. I still work there. Every month, I shave my head at the temple, hoping to ward them off. I can't quit. The boss said it himself. Those who see everything, they can't leave, they will follow. Every night I work late, I leave a chair empty. A black coffee sits on it, a half-smoked 555 cigarette burning. I whisper softly. Friends, just work, go home later, don't stay. And I listen. The machine whines. Loom number 13 spins. Even with the power off. And I know I'm not alone. Every Saturday, the factory feels alive. Not with machines. Not with workers. Alive with something else. Something waiting. Watching. After the incident with Phi Tai, I thought I knew what fear felt like. I didn't. Not yet. I was sent to inspect the warehouse cables. Nok Cohen, the warehouse sprite, had been angry last month. Someone accidentally called him a mouse, and the cables had been shredded overnight. The wires weren't just cut, they were arranged into a tiny skeleton, lying on its back, mouth wide open, teeth marks all over. I knelt, trying to calm myself, and I felt a presence. Not above me. Not beside me. Beneath me. I swear the floor itself was breathing. And then I saw it, tiny, hunched, skeletal, staring at me with hollow black eyes. You called me a mouse, it whispered, voice barely a squeak, but it was everywhere. The wires creaked like bones under pressure. I wanted to run, but my legs wouldn't move. I left the altar offerings, red wine, 7 chilies, 7 old coins, just lying there. The tiny figure grinned, and then it vanished. The cables remained perfectly intact, but somehow, alive. That same night, I went outside to the courtyard. The banyan tree, home of the red ling, loomed over the factory like a sentinel. The hive beneath it, shaped like a skull, pulsed with shadows. I heard a low, wet growl, and my eyes met the red ling's. Blood-red fur. Blank white eyes. A stare that seemed to pierce my mind. I froze. Every instinct screamed to run. The air smelled like honey and iron, sweet, metallic, thick. A low buzzing came from the hive. Then, like a nightmare, hundreds of hornets erupted, but they didn't sting. They circled me, forming the shape of a screaming human face. I could hear it whisper, "Do not disturb. Do not touch." I stumbled back inside. By the 5th floor, the bathroom without mirrors waited. I tried to avoid it, but necessity called. I slid the door open, and the air was heavier than usual. The last stall, something shifted inside. A faint sound of running water, slow, deliberate. My heartbeat raced. I held my breath. Then came the knocking. Cock, cock, cock. 9 taps. Paused. 9 taps again. Like someone impatient, waiting for me to notice. My fingers shook as I reached for the handle, but I couldn't open it. It was locked. From inside. I backed away, eyes glued to the stall door. A faceless figure slowly appeared on the wall, a black silhouette, twisting and stretching unnaturally. My skin crawled. And then, it vanished. The door remained locked. I didn't sleep that night. 3 hours later, I heard a voice. Soft. Feminine. But not her. Nuna. Or rather. Chai. Her, or his, eyes were white, lips purple. The voice came from the break room. Hello. I'm Chai. I haven't gone anywhere. I froze. Red thread fell from the ceiling, draping over chairs, desks, forming the shape of a man burning alive. I could smell charred flesh. My stomach twisted. I wanted to leave. But something, fear, curiosity, stupidity, kept me in place. The lights flickered. The AC dropped to 16 degrees. Screens lit up, ash words forming slowly, I am still here. I felt something brush past me. Cold. Wet. Like ice water mixed with blood. I looked down. Nothing. But I knew someone, or something, had just walked through me. I ran to the stairwell, hoping to reach the exit. That's when I heard it, the unmistakable sound of loom number 13 spinning. The power had been cut for hours. The clack 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 of the loom's shuttle pierced the night. I shouldn't have gone near it. But the machine seemed, alive, calling me. Summoning me. I reached the control room. The headless figure of Phi Tai crouched over the ledger again. Black blood pooled at the base of his neck. He raised the penless pen toward me. Please, help me write this. I backed away. My nose bled again. But this time, something new. A whisper from nowhere. The friends who leave, they do not come back. The chair I left empty every night, moved. Slowly. As if someone had just sat down. My black coffee trembled. The cigarette burned brighter, despite no wind. I whispered softly, barely audible. Friends, just work, go home later, don't stay. And then I heard it, a chorus. Tiny squeaks, a low growl, the hum of hornets, water dripping, thread slicing, a man screaming in ash, all at once. Every ghost, every spirit, every curse in that factory, awake. I wanted to run. But there was nowhere to go. Because in Samet Prakan, the factory waits. And those who see, cannot leave. I should have quit. I should have left Samet Prakan the moment Phi Tai's headless figure rose from that ledger. But I didn't. The factory doesn't forgive. The factory doesn't forget. And it doesn't let go. That Saturday night, every hair on my body was standing. Loom number 13 spun by itself, clattering, rattling, like it was alive, hungry, screaming. I stepped closer, trying to shut it down, but the switches wouldn't respond. Black smoke curled from the gears, even though no fire was lit. From the shadows, Nok Kun appeared. Tiny, skeletal, crouched like a bird ready to pounce. His hollow eyes bored into me. The wires behind him slithered and wriggled, arranging themselves into miniature skeletons with mouths gaping, staring at me. Then came the red-ling blood-red fur, eyes blank, staring straight through my chest. It leaped from the banyan tree, or what remained of it, and landed behind the loom. Its howl wasn't loud, but it vibrated in my bones. Hornets swarmed, circling my head, forming faces of workers long dead, faces twisted in fear, in anger. I ran. Stumbled. Heart hammering. Sweat mixed with blood from my split nose. My steps echoed through the corridor as the fifth-floor bathroom beckoned. I didn't want to go, but I had to. Something was waiting. The stall door creaked open on its own. I felt the water running, even though the valves were closed. 9 knocks. Cock, cock, cock. I counted. Paused. 9 knocks again. And then the wall rippled. A faceless silhouette stretched, twisted, reaching for me. I screamed, but the sound felt swallowed. Hello. I'm Chai. I haven't gone anywhere, Nuna's voice slithered into my ears. I turned. She, or he, was sitting at a desk that had no right to exist there, thread spilling everywhere, forming the shape of a man burning alive. The smell of charred flesh burned my nose. I tripped backward into loom number 13's control room. Phi Tai's headless form crouched over the ledger again. His pen, missing fingers, hovered, waiting. Black blood dripped from his neck. Please, help me write this. I wanted to flee. My legs refused. The empty chair I left every night moved closer. The coffee trembled. The cigarette burned unnaturally bright. And a voice whispered from nowhere. Those who see everything, cannot leave, they will follow. Then all at once, the factory woke. Screeches, whispers, drips, clatters, hums. Nok Kuan squeaks, Red Ling's howl, water dripping from nowhere, the slicing sound of thread, Phi Tai's pen scratching, Muna's Burning Man threads forming, it was all around me. I ran to the exit. Every door slammed shut. Every window blocked by shadows. The factory had walls I hadn't seen before. Looms spun themselves, cables writhed like snakes, and the hornets of Red Ling circled my head, forming a crown of death. I shouted, "I'm leaving. I'm leaving." The voices laughed. Not cruel, not angry, satisfied. Hungry. Waiting. I could feel them crawling under my skin, through my bones. I collapsed in the courtyard. The Red Ling landed before me, eyes blank, white, unblinking. Nok Kuan crouched beside it, gnawing quietly at a cable. Loom number 13 screeched behind me. And then, silence. A single whisper, clear as day, echoed in my head. "Leave, or join us." I ran. I don't remember how I got out. The gates were open. The night was quiet. Too quiet. I don't know if it was a dream. I don't know if the factory let me go, or if it was only pretending. Since that night, I work there, but differently. Every month, I shave my head at the temple, leaving offerings. Every night, I leave a chair empty. Black coffee. Half-smoked 555. I whisper to them. "Friends, just work, go home later, don't stay." I avoid Saturday night whenever possible. But sometimes, duty calls. And when I do stay, I leave the chair. And I watch. Because loom number 13 spins on its own. Nok Kuan waits in the shadows. Red Ling watches from the trees, or the ruins of them. The bathroom without mirrors whispers. And Nuna, or Chai, waits. The factory is alive. And those who see everything, they cannot leave. I am still here.